SwiftAssess is a dedicated assessment management platform. SwiftAssess gives you a comprehensive set of metrics and details that you can utilize in your day-to-day assessment needs. Strategy, it happens in a proper way so that at the end of the day you say, yes, our assessments did cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Measure effectiveness of your programs ultimately. So every 4 years, accreditation passes by higher education. Say, hello, how are you? Let us see if you actually granted your accreditation for your different bachelor's, master's, or PhD. What do? People freak out. Because the amount of information in Excel sheets and documents and papers submitted by students, you gotta be consolidated and presented in a proper way to be actually re-studied by the accreditation committee to give approval. What if there is one place to do all of these activities and seamlessly submit one report that has a top drill down that we're going to see shortly? And that is what we mean by programs. Question banking as a term is a capability of having a centralized repository for all your questions for different purposes. We give you assessment question banks, and we give you survey question banks, and categorizations for your questions besides the types, to be able to say, okay, I have a bank for practice purposes only that has nothing to do with the actual exams. So you can define a way to keep your students always engaged and never in danger of leaking out your other high-stake exam questions. The capability to define difficulties, usage, media, and so on and so forth, and rubrics that will tie in your grading process are essential to how this works. So, again, what makes our question bank valuable? First of all, it's accessible, robust, and it's everywhere. More concerns in terms of security. Who does what and where? We give you a very flexible, robust, granular level terms of access. I'm not talking about normal Active Directory, read only, write only. That's good, that's great. So not just can you control who's responsible for authoring specific curriculum data under a specific course, no. You can have now external auditing capability, and I know a lot of universities and schools utilize that feature. He's actually learning and goes back home, studies the book. I know, here's an exercise. Let me solve it. And you know what's happening here? Remember the 5 questions? We now have a question bank of 2,000, 3,000 questions. And because you control the assessment settings, you said, okay, I'm going to give them 5 random questions out of those 2,000. You know what happens here? The learning is continuously evaluated and continuously enhanced. Students are now getting a new version every time. And everything he does is tracked in terms of knowledge and adherence and intent. That's valuable. That's information that you cannot normally take and aggressively push. We care about security very much. And we believe that traditionally we have a room with cameras and proctors walking down the path. Who's cheating, who's not? You're off, you're not. But if we move to a digital environment, other tiers take place. Can we protect? Can we secure? Because we have the books on the same devices, people can just exit and start cheating and then come back. No. On desktops, we give you a secure desktop browser that locks us. Right now, this is Ankabut. The capability of mobility is giving the students a 24/7. And the continuous analytics is giving you the continuous tracking information that you need. Remember that the learning doesn't stop when the students leave the classroom. It actually starts. To know what did we gain. In tracking, we give you a comprehensive set of analytics that covers from edge to edge your curriculum and program achievement or progress, down to the item level response of the student. We want you to see the whole picture and drill down as much as you need. What do we give you off the shelf? Program outcomes analysis. That is the report we're talking about when accreditation strikes in. That's like, I need to know the achievement right now. What's contributing, what's lacking, what's working, what's not. Assessment analysis. Great. We have passing and failing for exams and practices, but is that the end of the story? No. The performance, the reliability of that assessment. Was it meant as a midterm? Did it actually achieve the midterm intended way? No, it didn't. Okay, I can drill down. What kind of groups, what kind of questions, so on and so forth.